What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. You joined me for one of my first drives of 2026, unfortunately. If you've been in the Northeast at all, you know how rough our winter was, and there was just way too much salt to safely take these cars out, or snow. Today we're going to be talking about my 2021 Lotus Evora Gt, and specifically why I sold my Corvette C8 same year, actually, coincidentally, for this car. The first reason is rarity. There's slightly over 700 of these Evora GTs in North America, whereas the Vet, there's a couple 100,000. When I was in Florida the last 4 years with the C8, you'd see a C8 probably 5 to 10 times a day. If you go to a car show, you'll see 40 to 50 a day. It's not exactly a rare car, and there's nothing wrong with that. It doesn't make it a worse car, but it's a driving experience more people will experience over their life. It's a car that more people will see every day. This Lotus, if you're not in a big city, you might see it once a year, and that might be a good year. It just makes the car feel more special because of the rarity. The second reason, and by far the biggest reason, honestly, is weight. This little car does weigh 3,175 pounds because it's an all aluminum structure, so it's not crazy light. There's way too much aluminum for it to be that light. But the Vet is over 3,600 pounds. The feedback difference you get through the wheel, the pedals, everything is insane. Just taking out 500 pounds out of a car. If you don't have a lot of experience in different sports cars, it might be hard to describe, but if you've been in a simulator or something, take 500 pounds out of something, everything, the response of everything just gets 10x'd. Reason number 3, hydraulic steering. Not many cars in this day and age have hydraulic steering. The only ones I can think of are Lotus and McLaren. Porsche got rid of it over 10 years ago. Chevy, I think, got rid of it with the C7. It might have even been the C6. No, it was definitely the C7. So that was over 10 years ago now with the 2014 release. Lotus, even still in the Emira, still has hydraulic steering. It means everything you feel through the wheel is so much more real than what you'd feel from the Vet. Mid-corner feedback in the Vet was very lax. In this, you feel every little thing. When you pick up rocks on the side of the road, you feel the little indent in the wheel as the tire goes over it. Reason number 4 is right down here. The 6-speed, I was about to say gated, I'm so used to saying gated. The 6-speed manual. Unbelievably fun transmission, unbelievably engaging transmission. The DCT in the C8 was unbelievable, but if you're going on a normal drive, just a normal drive driving around, it feels like you're driving any ordinary car. This, because of the transmission, makes it feel special. One thing that really scared me with the C8 is, if you guys know anything about the C8s, they do tend to chew through transmissions. Thankfully, it does seem like it's a batch thing, and mine didn't have that issue. I put 50,000 safe, reliable miles on the car, but once I crossed that 50,000, I was out of my powertrain warranty, and a $20,000 transmission repair, if you do it at Chevy, looming over my head scared me. When the car was only worth high 40s, low 50s with that kind of mileage, it's a terrifying prospect to have almost half the value of the car possibly just come up as a maintenance item. POV, just to give you the best feedback of the driver experience, it's just so much more fun than the Vet. It doesn't feel like a big boat. It feels like a little nimble car. It feels like a race car, honestly. It's not as fast as the Vet in a straight line. Even on a track, the Vet's got more downforce. It'll probably win at a lot of tracks. But I've done autocross in this thing, and just the feedback you get mid-corner when you're losing the rear a little bit, when the front's running out of grip, you know exactly what's happening, the instant it's happening. There's no guessing game like with the Vet, and you don't feel like you're pulling the Vet around. You feel like you're just pushing the nose through the corner in this and gliding out, and it just honestly, it just feels like a race car. That's the best way to say it. The next one is sound, and you might not think a Camry engine sounds better than a V8 Corvette, but I can assure you it does. Just like the manual, when you're on a boring point A to point B drive, that extra sound makes boring drives fun. It gives you excitement just with normal drives. And when people ask me why on earth do I daily drive a Lotus, It's not because it's comfortable. It's not because it's reliable. It's not because it's convenient. It's not because it's practical. It's because it makes the boring drives fun. It makes me want to get in my car, and if I'm going to work, going wherever, it makes me want to drive there. It makes me want to get up in the morning and do this. The Vet is an amazing car. It's a do-everything car. It does absolutely everything. It has 10 mixed personalities. It can do whatever you want. This is always on. The other thing with the Vet is because of those 50,000 miles partially, and because I bought it in 2021 at sticker, could have made like 30 grand selling it then, should have done that. But I wanted the car, wanted to drive it, put 50,000 miles on it. As the mileage went up, obviously so does the depreciation. Thankfully on Vets, mileage really isn't a killer, but I knew where I bought this car and it's already gone up, it wouldn't go down and it would start going up. The Vet, where its track is and still is going down. It's gone down since I sold it last year, and it will continue to do so. I know that's not what you should be thinking about with enthusiast cars, but money is something you need in life. So this car going up and the Vet going down, that's honestly part of the reason I started looking for one of these a couple of years ago. Beating a dead horse, back with those 50,000 miles on the C8, I've done everything I could do with it. I did tail the Dragon twice. I was on the track. I daily drove it for 4 years. There's just, it probably shipped 2,000 pairs of shoes. I sell shoes. It did everything in my daily life. It did everything in performance vehicle life. It did not Miami, but Florida to New York many times, probably 5 times. It did road trips. It honestly just served its purpose. It was an amazing car, and that's kind of why I wanted to move on. Partially a joke reason, but in all seriousness, consumables are less on this, particularly tires. I do a lot of miles, so I go through tires. I had to change these, and it was $1,200, and that's expensive for 4 tires. But the Vet's well over $2,000 for the OEM tires because they're so much larger. I know that sounds dumb. It's not a reason to sell a car, and it's definitely not. But I'm just listing the pros of this car compared to the Vet, and that honestly is one of them. And the fact that it is a 3.5-liter Toyota Camry V6. Parts aren't really expensive. Some services where you have to do everything can get up there depending on where you do them, but if you do everything yourself or you have a good mechanic, it is cheaper to maintain than the Chevy, which is very surprising, but it is the case. All in all, it's now been about 11 months since I sold the C8, and I do miss the car. I had a lot of good memories with it. Honestly, like, it's a decent percentage of my life was owning and driving that car every day. But I don't feel like I made the wrong decision. Monetarily, it was definitely the right decision. Fun factor-wise, was the right decision. I've had this on track. I've daily driven it. It's done everything I wanted to do. And if you're on the fence about a Lotus or some other car, the rarity you get with these, the driving experience you get, this is the best steering feel you're going to get in this class. Porsche has, since the 981 Boxster, if that's the competitor you're going to use, been using E-Pass. Electric power steering is maybe the future, even the present, and kind of the past, but it is not anywhere near the level of hydraulic power steering for feedback. Sensation of speed, even though this is slightly slower than the Vet, after first gear this feels quite a bit faster. The Vet, again, because of its mass, everything just felt diluted. It wasn't even just the weight. The Vet is so wide. This is so much narrower. Every single thing, even parking is easier in this car. And again, if you're looking at a C8 Corvette, this is nothing against it. This is just my opinion and my choice at this point. If you want to see a Corvette, you have any questions, let me know, or same on this. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Expect more car content soon. We'll be having the McLarens out soon enough. Right now they're covered, the garage door is covered by snow and they can't get out. But they'll be out, the Ford will be out. Let me know what you guys want to see, and thank you.